So what are my first impressions of the Exentri Wallet? Well, as you can see, this is a really small wallet, and it's quite incredible, and we'll get onto this later, how much you can fit in a wallet that is as compact as this. The wallet is basically the same size as a standard credit or debit card. Another thing to know is the attention to detail, and this is a really well-crafted wallet. The stitching is all perfect. These little accents here with the cutouts at the top and here for the quick access slot is lovely. And this metal clasp here really just makes the whole design pop and really give it a unique look. You could put this in a room full of 50 wallets and you could point to that and just be like, yeah, I know which wallet that is. It's the Exentri Wallet. So yeah, it really does give a overall premium look and feel to it, which I really like. So how does this wallet work then? Well, for card storage, you have 6 dedicated slots in this wallet. So there's 3 here on the front, and on the reverse side there are another 2. Exentri say the capacity for this wallet is up to 10 cards, but I think they've undersold themselves a little bit here. In reality, I found that let me just do this here, getting 2 cards in each. Another 2 in here. Another 2 in here. All the way through all the different slots. This could take a little bit. Oh my god. Because this is a high capacity wallet, I'm not gonna lie. For the size, as you can already see, for the size you can really maximize your space here. So there we go. As you can see, there are currently 12 wallets in here, and okay, I could make that a little bit neater at the top there. But it honestly, it looks great. You know, it fits them perfectly. I get why they've said this. It just feels a little bit bulky with 12. The clasp feels a little bit loose because it's trying its hardest to, you know, hold it shut. So yeah, anywhere from 8 to 12 is probably going to be your best. You're probably only going to be one card each in these quick access slots as well, because they can get quite tight in there. At the back, you have a full width cash slot where bills can lay flat in there. It's really large, it's really roomy, it fits all different types of banknotes, international banknotes. It's really great, and it even has this little it's not attached here on the side, so you can just whip banknotes out like that. So yeah, overall, really great. Really loving this wallet so far. Also, I must mention that here, there's a little cutout here, and I'm not sure exactly what this is for, but on some old photography on the Exentri website, they were tucking like small paper items like receipts or, you know, ticket stubs is what was used. So it would basically work like this. You would tuck in the paper like so, and then it would just fold up like that. So yeah, it's a nice feature. Not sure how usable it is, but it's nice to have. In terms of leather, I'm not exactly sure what the Exentri wallet is made out of. It's some sort of split grain leather, I believe. Its quality is decent. It's definitely satisfactory, but it's definitely not the highest quality. It's got quite a thin grain, which, considering the small size of the wallet, makes sense. Construction-wise, it's really great. The stitching is all fantastic. The metal clasp is lovely quality there. And yeah, I did have one of these wallets from a few years back, and it does age quite well over time. You know, it will get scuffed up and it will develop a nice patina over time. Its lining is just some fabric, clearly with the brand name printed on it there, which is all nice as well. It provides a nice grip on the card so they ain't gonna fall out very easily. And yeah, it comes in a variety of different designs. Well, I say designs, it does come in different designs actually. There's one with a coin storage on it, which is really cool. I'll put a picture of that on the screen. This is the standard one. As I said, it's got these quick access slots here, which is really nice feature, so you can easily slide the cards in and out, one on the front and one on the reverse. The clasp does work really well. A wallet like this, if it didn't have the clasp, it would just be flapping everywhere. So yeah, that's really nice. And as I said, when it comes to cash storage, there's plenty of room for like tons of bills. And as I said, you can access them from this little side bit here where it obviously hasn't been stitched up. So, you know, either go from the side to the top, your choice. But yeah, it's a really nice way of doing things. So yeah, props to the Exentri team there for really designing a timeless wallet. And as I said, this wallet's been on the market since 1996, according to their website. So yeah, it's obviously still going, and it's weathered the test of time compared to other wallets on the market that have sort of shot up through Kickstarter, like the Ridge or Exter, brands like that. So now let's compare this to some other wallets on the market. I just mentioned the Exter wallet. So here it is again. So this is the Exter Pro wallet that was released last month, I believe. It's significantly smaller in terms of its height, and it's about the same thickness. And yeah, obviously it's the same width as a credit card on both of them. Obviously the Exter's got the pop-up mechanism, while this one is just a typical, like, more traditional, I'm going to say bifold style, but obviously it's a trifold. A more traditional wallet, here we have the Belvoy note sleeve. And as you can see, the guys at Exentri have done a fantastic job of just making this as small as possible. It's significantly small, as you can see here, both in height and width, and even the thickness of it. And finally, let's put it against the classic, the popular, the Ridge wallet. And as you can see in this instance, they're about the same height. I'll do it like this so the camera isn't going mad. And the Exentri is slightly larger in all dimensions, and obviously thicker as well. But if I had a choice between the two, in terms of capacity and overall features, then this is honestly the winner. So what are my final thoughts on the Exentri wallet? Well, honestly, I think it's a fantastic wallet. It does everything most people need. It's got more than enough capacity for cards. It's got a full width cash slot for banknotes and bills. It's even got this interesting little cutout here for additional paper items like receipts or ticket stubs. It's honestly a fantastic wallet, and I've talked about this already, and I'll bang on about it again, that the fact that they've managed to create such a compact wallet with such high capacity for cashing cards is amazing. So props to them. And even filled with cards, and I think there's about 8 cards in here, you know, it still retains that small compact size. And sometimes you can find with wallets, and especially these sort of metal wallets, that the more cards you put in, the thicker they get, and eventually they're not that minimalist, right? Because they end up being bulky. But that's not the case with the Exentri wallet. So yeah, honestly, I think it's a fantastic wallet. It comes in at a price tag, I believe, around $60. So it's honestly really quite affordable. And when I criticize maybe the quality of the leather, well, that's reflective in the price, right? You know, you're not going to get like a full grain, top grain quality leather wallet at such a low price. So again, you know, the choice of material is still really good. And, you know, I said you can get it in a suede version and a bunch of different textures, like a crocodile or alligator texture. So yeah, overall, really love this wallet. Think it's fantastic. Links to this wallet are in the description. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, guys, drop us a like and subscribe. Cheers.